Hey everyone, this is Dawn and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm coming on to share a collective haul, things that have been stacking up here on my desk for about a month or so. So let me get started by sharing some woodblock stamps that I picked up on eBay, and they actually all ended up being from the same seller. I love these little girl Mary Jane shoes. Actually, I like Mary Jane still myself, but it's hard to find a good pair for me these days. But I loved this little stamp, and they were all brand new. None of them have ever been used, so I don't know if they create them on the spot or whatnot. The name of this seller was Desert Stamps Shop. They were on eBay. I love the See You Later Gator. My husband is a huge Florida Gator fan. We live in Florida with his college football team. So when I see a good gator, sometimes I just got to pick it up. And then I picked up this word stamp. Sometimes it's okay if the only thing you did today was breathe. Sometimes that is so true. So anyways, those were the few stamps that I picked up from eBay. And then I got a small order from Whimsy Stamps. Now this card I got from Nancy at Handy Scandy, and the background here is this giant candy corn die, and I was like, Nancy, where did you get that? So wonderful. So that was Whimsy Stamps, and you can see the size of the die here. It's the size of my hand, and it's double layered, and then you get a lot of little extra pieces with it. So Halloween was yesterday, so I'm not going to be using that this year, but definitely happy to add this to my stash. And then while I picked that up, I also got this 6x6 paper pack of paper. I believe this is a homespun, primitive homespun, and I loved all of these plaids. I used a piece of it recently on a project, and they have a little bit of a gloss to them, but nice quality paper, and I love these primitive type patterns. So I picked that up, and then I got an order from Stamping Bella, and actually I will say Nancy again at Handy Scandy. She recently made a tag using this stamp. It is called Curvy Girl Loves Autumn. They do have this on Simon Says Stamp, I think it is also, but when I went looking, I don't think it was there yet, so I went right to the Stamping Bella site. But isn't she wonderful with all the florals in her hair? And then I picked up this one here, Spectacular Letter and Pencil, and it's a good size. This is smaller, a smaller representation than the actual stamp. Otis M. Amy Gladiotis is the illustrator, and I did see that they have a number of stamps with the, like the spectacles you get at the Spec, and so cute. But I love this letter and the pencil, kind of cute for like Happy Mail and such. And then last but not least, I've been eyeballing. This has been in my cart for quite a while. So when I was ordering from Stamping Bella, I have seen this on Simon Says Stamp as well. But when I saw it on the site, I had to go ahead and get him to the cat and the ornament, and that is just cracking me up. I have 2 cats myself. This just amuses me, so I needed to pick it up as well. So those were the things from Stamping Bella. And then a couple of things from Etsy. I will start with Sweet Miss Daisy, Anna White. And I did pick up, I think this was from her August release, this background stamp, and I love this so much. Is there a name on this? I don't know what it's called, but it's like this sunflower background, and I love that. So that was the only one I got from this last month's release. And then today is November 1st while I'm recording this, and she did have her new November release, and I did get a couple of items that are going to be coming from that. And then when I was on Etsy, I also noticed this from the Peddler's Pack, this sweet little stamp here. I think she's called Wilma. I don't know the name of this, but she was, there was a card that was created, and this little stamp was fit inside of a large star on the front of the card, and she is just wonderful. And then I guess this image, she's got a couple of sidekicks, this little cat and mouse. Aren't they adorable? And that was the only thing I picked up. And then they added a little free gift. It's this little wonderful star background. So that is from the Peddler's Pack. How sweet. And then last but not least, I've got some things that I picked up from Simon Says Stamp. And here is the coupon code that is working right now, $5 off your next order. And this is good until November 20th. And then, let's see, I picked up these here Dylusions paints. Great for Christmas. I did pick up, they're both shimmer paints. And this is a maroon color and a green. I don't know the actual names of them. Are they on here? Yes, Jungle Leaf and Cranberry Juice. But I loved this combination, and I've been dabbling with the mixed media class here in October, a Willa Wanders fodder challenge. It's not the full class, it was just a fodder challenge, and I'm behind doing a few things, so I've been using my paint a little more. So anyways, reason I picked those up. And then from Simon Says Stamp, these two things I have been looking at for a long time, and I finally went ahead and got them. This Ocean Horizon, I love this die, and especially this particular sample that they show on the front with the coloration. So pretty. But I just think this is so unique, and it can be used in so many different ways, and I just love this sample. So that is the die. And then this stamp, Wonky Concentric Circles. The number here is 1064SS, and I love the design of this, and they had many different samples used different ways, and I just thought this was so unique and fun. So I got that as well. And then a couple of Kate Crane items. She is somewhat new to me over the last few months, and I have just been loving her designs. So this is one of those smaller, she's got a few smaller stamps, and I love this fish. They also had a bird as well, but I love the little heart hanging off the little snoot here. And this is so cute. I've got a few others of these like smaller size stamps as well. And then I picked up this heart. It's a little larger than I was anticipating, but I love the design of these, and I've been trying to use some stencils a little more, probably also inspired more by Nancy again over at Handy Scandy. And then I had been eyeballing this a while as well. Kate Crane, again from Paper Artsy. I don't know if there's a name on this, but Peace, Joy, and Fairy Wishes. It's like a fairy stamp with Christmas, and again, some super cute samples. I just love the colorations here on the cover and the tree, and they're all a very good size. Again, look at that tree. It's almost taller than my hand, and the fairies as well. They're very large, but I think the set is darling. Have a very good Christmas. So sweet. And then, last but not least, also from Simon Says Stamp, I got a couple of paper pads. I think there's just two. This one here I pulled out. This is Brutus Monroe Midtown Magic. I also got another from this Brutus Monroe Christmas Eve, which is so pretty. I'm not sure how I'm utilizing these yet, but I love these designs so much. And this is more of a New York City theme. I've never been, but of course, you know, we see it in the movies and whatnot. I love the designs and the style of these pages. And again, they have that little bit of a glossy feel, but not bad. They're very good quality. So I just pulled out one example of each. Isn't that? I just love these. And then I think that's the back. Yeah, we're just got all of them together, but you could even use this. So sweet. So it is Midtown Magic, 6x6, 12 patterns, 4 of each. So that was a representation of those papers. And then this one here I did not pull apart. This one here, again, the Brutus Monroe Looking Glass with the Alice in Wonderland theme. And I think I did pull these open ones to look at them. Again, 12 patterns, 4 of each, 24 sheets. So I just think these are wonderful. He's a little creepy though, I will say. This is gorgeous. So sweet. So fun and whimsical. This with all the mushrooms. Love this one. This is probably my favorite. The clock and the cards. There's your bunny. Look at this wonderful tea set. This is so pretty. And now, okay, now we're starting over again. So again, 4 of each of these sheets. So I think that is everything I've got to share in this little haul. Would love it if you give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in the next one.